Good day everyone. Today we will discuss about constitutional provision, Philippine laws and UN action affecting the teaching profession, focusing on the provision of UNESCO, UNICEF and the Convention on the Right of Children. Expert from Republic Act number 10533, expert from Republic Act number 10931. So let us begin with UNESCO. So UNESCO stands for the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. It is an agency of the United Nations that promotes peace and development through education, science, and culture. So UNESCO works with different countries to improve their education system. It recognizes that teachers play a central role in quality learning. Because of this, UNESCO supports teacher training, professional standards, and inclusive educational policies around the world. So UNESCO helps teachers in many ways. So first is it supports teachers' training and continuous professional development. Second is it promotes standard for teacher qualification to ensure quality teaching. So third is it supports inclusive and equitable education so all learners are included. Lastly, it develops global education framework that guide how countries improve their educational system. So this action helps strengthen the teaching profession globally. So the next is UNICEF, or the United Nations Children's Fund. So UNICEF is a global organization that focuses on protecting children's rights and supporting their growth and development. So in education, UNICEF works to make sure that all children have access to learning in safe and supportive environment. It also helps schools and teachers by promoting child-centered teaching and supporting programs for disadvantaged learners. So the next is UNICEF support teachers by promoting safe and child-friendly schools. So it helps teachers handle inclusive classroom where learners have different needs. UNICEF also promotes early childhood education, which is very important for development. In addition, it supports programs for vulnerable children such as those affected by poverty, conflict, or disasters. These efforts guide teachers to be more responsive and caring educators. So, the next is the Convention on the Rights of the Child, or CRC. It is an international agreement adopted by United Nations in 1989. Its purpose is to protect the right of all children. It states that every child has the right to free and quality basic education without discrimination. It also explained that education should develop a child's talent, values, and respect for human rights. This convention guides teachers to create supportive and respectful and learning-centered classroom. So there are two important articles related to education. So, the first is Article 28 states that education is a right and that primary education should be free and compulsory. So, Article 29 states that education should develop the child's personality, talent, and abilities, and teach respect for human rights and cultural identity. So these provisions shape how teachers plan, instruction, and treat learners. So now, let us look at the Philippine Constitution. So the 1987 Philippine Constitution declares that education is a right of every citizen. It also says that the state must provide quality education for all. So the Constitution further emphasizes supporting and improving professional status and welfare of teachers. So this gives a strong legal foundation for protecting teachers and promoting their professional growth. So Republic Act number 10533 is also known as the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013 or the K-12 law. So this law introduced the K-12 curriculum structure in the Philippines. So it promotes a learner-centered approach and competency-based standard. It also requires teacher training so educators can effectively implement the new curriculum. So this law directly affects teachers because it changes curriculum design, teaching method, and assessment practices. So the next law is the Republic Act number 10931 is the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act. So this law provides free tuition and other school fees in state universities and colleges. It also offers scholarship and financial assistance to qualified students. Because of this law, more students can enter higher education, including teacher education program. So this help produce more future educators and strengthen the teaching workforce. In conclusion, international organizations like UNESCO and UNICEF, together with the Convention on the Right of Child and the Philippine laws such as Constitution, RA 10533 and RA 10931, all play an important role in shaping and strengthening the teaching profession. So they protect the right to education, support teacher development, and promote inclusive and quality learning for all students. As future teachers, understanding these provisions and laws help us become more responsible, informed, and committed educators. So that ends my report. So thank you for listening.